the Toe-Tapping Toe-nament!
Hey everybody! Welcome to the tournament, round two.
Round toe of the tournament. Yes, and I'm Joe, that's George, that's Steve, and that's Nick. We've all picked 4 different songs. They're all going toe-to-toe in this tournament, and today we have a very special judge. Bob from Hull, one of our most prolific Melinda Mixers, will be judging these 8 songs today. Bob, how's it going? You're in Hull.
Hello, my lovers.
Yeah.
I am all the way from Hull.
All right. So I have, for those who don't know Bob from Hull, I pulled some Bob songs, and let's take a listen to some of my favorites of yours. So Bob, I think this is the first one that you ever sent in to us, and it's a VCR party song, and
Yes.
it's a hot hit, and the ending is the best. So listen.
I don't like it so far.
VCR party live, kids. Beam straight into your house, mate. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's like 1 in the morning. VCR party live with Joe and Nick, the guys with the little red dicks.
We gotta put that as a standalone.
Yeah,
thing.
it's so good. It's so good. But
Yeah.
then I would say your most recent song, it might be your greatest of all time. I keep saying that about every song that you send in. But this one, you and I collaborated on this one. I provided the video and you provided the song, and we're going to try and sell this to the good people at Ferrolax. And it's a commercial for Ferrolax.
Marshall's ferret legs will help the bastard smile. Caring for your ferret since 1939. This great tasting paste is a must-have for all owners. Molasses, malt extract, and its artificial flavors. Your ferret lacks answers from Denise and Lynn. Don't leave your ferret suffering, so always begin with the best herbal obstruction remedy. Marshall's ferret lax will help the bastard smile. Caring for your ferret since 1939.
We should actually try to. I'm going to try it pretty soon. I'm going to reach out to them because I already talked to the people at Ferrolax, and I was like, we have a song for you. And she's like, I'd love to hear it. I'll put you in touch with my marketing person. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So we'll get it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we normally don't call our ferrets bastards, but you know the song is catchy, and it did show FDR with a tube of Ferrolax.
They've been around since 1939
during the Dust Bowl. So,
all right, so we're in good hands. The point of all that is we're in good hands with you, Bob. So, but you
Yeah,
got your work cut out for
absolutely.
you. There's going to be some twists and turns in this one, and I hope you're ready for it. And by the way, your background looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Try and make it look professional.
yeah. It's colorful. It's inviting.
Nailed it.
Nailed
deflate them a little bit, and you'll have pretty good background.
All right, let's start on the Otis side of things here. This is going to be Steve versus Nick in this round of the tournament. So,
Okay.
starting off, we're going to start at the top. We're going to start with Steve's number 1 pick going up against Nick's number 4 pick. And Steve's number 1 pick, he stole it from me. He took Jeff's Birds. So, Steve, do you want to introduce this or?
Well, I think it's a song that needs no introduction, and I think it's not only going to make little girls everywhere happy, it's going to make you happy.
Yeah, here it is. Jeff's Birds from a home movie that we found on the shelf. I don't even know where we got the actual video.
No.
It's a guy walking around some guy named Jeff's place looking at the birds.
Oh, here we go. This guy here. He's uptight. He wants to know why he ain't on film. Yeah, come up in front, Bunny. Hey, hey. You're a little girl's every dream. Boy, they love bunnies. A rabbit.
Okay, here comes the song.
Here comes the Easter bunny hopping down the trail. Hippity hop, don't stop. I got your Easter eggs. Alright, I gotta go.
All right, I gotta go. Steve's number 1 pick, Bob.
Definition of a toe tapper.
It is a toe tapper, definitely. So, Bob, the way we've been doing this is you'll just give a couple sentences, just your initial thoughts on just that song, and then we'll go on to Kemper Burgers.
Okay.
What are your initial thoughts on Jeff's Birds?
I'm a big fan of sort of the lo-fi sounds. So really stripped back.
Kind
Yeah.
of garage
Sounding,
rock
yeah.
style, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a
Okay.
big
So-
plus.
So it's looking good for Steve. All right, Steve, that's your number
Mhm.
one. That's we questioned was like could Jeff's Birds actually win it? I wanted it for my number one too, but could it win it? We'll see. Nick, what do you got?
All right, well, this is a little hit from the compilation of local commercials that we got from the Late Show with David Letterman when they were going out of business. Our friends there said, "Here, take all our stuff." And in the 90s, they asked all their local CBS affiliates to send them their worst local commercials. One of them was for Kemper Burgers, and I believe the manager there, maybe the owner of this Kemper Burger store, raps. There's some controversy because I initially edited out some of his flubs to try to keep that commercial montage, not flubs, but repetitions.
Well, you
But I'm
helped him
including-
out with your edit, with your
I
initial edit.
helped
You
him
helped
out.
him out.
Yes, mainly because we needed to get that montage under 3.5 minutes. So I was trying to cut out the full 15 seconds of extra stuff that you're going to see here in the raw uncut Kemper Burgers rap.
I am the rap king, and I'm here to say, I rap Kemper Burgers night and day, night and day. I rap them to the left, right. I rap them to the right. I wrap them up and fold them down and send them out all night. Yes, I am the rap king, and you know it's true. I wrap them up and send them out straight to you.
Right now, wrap your hands around 12 delicious Kemper Burgers and a hot sack of crispy fries. Specially priced at just $10.99 at Kemper's, 306 South 1st Street.
So that's the Rap King. The Rap King going up.
I didn't believe him. Didn't feel it. Didn't believe him.
So I'll say a few words, and then George will say a few words, and then Bob, you'll render your decision. But I'll just say, first of all, traditionally in the toe-tapping tournament, hip-hop does not do that well. Like Wet Pets, for example, in the 2020 toe-tapping tournament, it lost in the first round. And but this year's different because in round one we saw Jaleel White's Contents Under Pressure advance, and so this is a new year. So it's looking good for Kemper Burgers with their hip hop theme. But Jeff's Birds is a classic, and I wanted it badly, and I'd love to see it win. It'd be amazing if it won. I'm going Jeff's Birds.
I have to disagree. My girlfriend loves Jeff's Birds, but I have to follow my heart, and my heart is actually a Kemper Burgers incredible rap.
Okay,
from Yakima, Washington. Kemper
Bob
Burgers.
from Hull. What do you think? You got your work cut
Okay.
out for you. This is number one going up against number four.
You started on a very difficult one.
Yeah.
This is tough. But it's similar styles as well, just raw vocals. But
They are very raw.
They're identical songs.
Pretty much spot on.
They're both
Same producer,
lo-fi.
I would imagine.
Yeah, they're both lo-fi. Like you'd like lo-fi, so yeah.
Absolutely. I think this one would have to actually go to Jeff's Birds.
Wow. Yes. Wow. All right. Yep. So no upset. I mean, that's what Vegas probably had as their. That was probably Vegas's.
Yeah, I was rooting for the fun pick. That was my dark horse pick, but
And
it's
Birds
hard when
has
you're going up against Jeff's Birds.
Oh, a classic. And you know what? The other thing is we haven't played it in a while, so.
And we're coming up on Easter. The right song won.
Yeah. All right. And Nick, Birds has the apostrophe, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right.
To show that there's more than one.
I'll warn you that an S is coming up.
Yep.
All right. Now we're taking Nick's number one going up against Steve's number four. Nick, tell us about your number one song, Skateboard Surfing.
Let's talk about Mickey the Clown. He's a clown from the Bay Area. Put out a video called Mickey's Big Top. Sings a lot of songs, but none more memorable than one about the sports craze that's sweeping the nation, skateboard surfing.
Say, listen, we're going to do a little skateboard surfing today.
Say, listen.
In California, where the kids are cool, they got a way to get loose when they get out of school. Skateboard surfing. Skateboard
And he can't
surfing.
skateboard.
No,
Kind
never on a
flips it
skateboard.
Flips it
Tell your
around.
mom
He is here, but he's just bouncing on it.
Skateboard surfing.
He's never moving on it.
No.
Even better, nobody's skateboarding.
Oh, cool.
Up in Mendocino, down in Monterey, Sacramento, San Diego,
why is he
even
carrying it?
LA.
Huh, weird.
Skateboard surfing.
Oh, he's on it briefly there.
Skateboard surfing. Tell your ma, tell your pa.
Very blueberry this
Skateboard
song right there.
surfing's not against the law.
Oh, weird. One foot's on the ground.
For stability.
Oh, that's an
All right,
interesting
yeah, that
movie.
was my web version of it. But yeah, so that's skateboard surfing.
Okay. All right.
Which I think was robbed in last year's tournament. I feel like it's coming back strong.
Bob, just initial thoughts on skateboard surfing?
It's a solid rock and roll song. It's
Yeah.
right up there with the classics, that one.
It is.
I noticed watching that, there's a bit where he spins the skateboard.
Yep.
It cuts just as the skateboard's about to fall on the floor, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we've noticed that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan
It's-
of that part.
Yep.
You're noticing all the right parts. You're an excellent judge. Oh, yeah. You got it, Nick?
Yeah.
Do it slow motion. Do it frame by frame. Okay. All right.
Okay, back and to the left.
Okay. So that is going up against, look at this, Vegan Man by Nick's Girlfriend, featuring Bob from Hull, produced by
Ooh.
Joseph Pickett.
Wow.
Steve, what can you tell us about your number 4 pick here?
Well, first of all, I want to tip my hat to Skateboard Surfing. It is a great song.
Oh,
It
sportsmanlike of you.
a real toe tapper. I don't envy you, Bob. But the thing that you've got to know about Vegan Man is it is a collaboration between 2 of the top artists of our time, with Nick's Girlfriend and Bob from Hull. And I hope that you will not be biased against yourself, because you seem like a very humble guy and you might be afraid to push yourself. I want you to take this song, put it on the shoulders, because this song needs to be heard by more people. I feel like there could be a real future of you guys collaborating more. And I think for that to happen, we really need to push this song further.
Yep.
So listen to it. And then the one other thing I would say, few songs get to the soul of a person with fewer words than this. I mean, I think you're going to really get to know Vegan Man through this.
Yep. And it was also produced by me. You left that part out. I produced it. I put
Don't
the
hold
2
that against us.
And
Don't hold
that it's a
against us.
Metallica song. We left that out, but
I took Bob's instrumental and I took Nick's Girlfriend's vocals and I put them together and mixed them.
Skateboard Surfing, a wonderful song, but I don't really understand the skateboard surfing clown anymore. This is going to get you to understand Nick.
So I thought I would play the acapella version first so that you could hear the difference between the acapella version and the produced version, which I produced.
Vegan man, vegan man.
don't like the visuals on most of these.
Vegan man, he don't eat no meat or
Nick, keep it
dairy.
quiet.
Vegan man, vegan man, vegan man, he don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man, vegan man, vegan man, he don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man.
All right, now here's the remix version.
Vegan man, vegan man, vegan man, he don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man, vegan man, vegan man, he don't eat no meat or dairy. Vegan man.
Yeah, so there it is. Vegan man. Wow. Okay, I'll start. Dictionary definition of a toe tapper, vegan man. I love it. The production sounded tight. That's a term that producers will use. It's tight. I love the song, and I find myself every time Nick talks about being vegan or brags about being vegan, it's like I get that song in my head instantly.
So you've never gotten it in your head. I've never mentioned it once.
However, having said all that, skateboard surfing, I will agree it got robbed last year. But on the other hand, I want to see fresh blood in the tournaments every year. But on the other hand, skateboard surfing is a great goddamn song.
Well, alert the affiliates, we may be running long tonight.
I'm going with Vegan Man because it's just a toe tapper. It's just such a great song. George?
George is muted.
Can't believe Joe picked the song that he associates himself with.
It had nothing to do with it. Just the production is just very tight. So
skateboard surfing for me is the clear winner. But I want you to look at the guy falling in the background. Have you noticed this before? It sounds off, but watch. There he goes.
Oh yeah, he just kind of biffs it on the grass there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just
it's a layered video. Hey, I'm not
That's
saying it's a
nice.
bad video. I'm just saying that, like, yeah.
that doesn't enter into why I picked it, but just a little
That's good to
something
know.
for the big
It's good to know.
big skateboard surfing fans.
What do you think, Bob? Wow, this is tough.
As an unbiased judge, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't even know it. You just okay. That's just you just fuckers.
You can do it. Be proud.
I'm incredibly proud of vegan man. But I don't know where to go with this one. It's great collaboration. I had so much fun making that. Being able to work with Nick's girlfriend's vocals, I had absolute joy creating that.
I'll let her know.
Oh,
We
you
want to hear more of it.
Let Nick. Will you let her know right now? Just say like Bob had a joy making.
Yeah, she's working at her actual job in the other room right now.
Oh, is she?
But yeah.
Okay.
But I'll interrupt her, sure.
Okay. What do you think, Bob? Who's our winner? Skateboard surfing or vegan man?
I
think Nick's girlfriend will be heartbroken if it doesn't win, right? I mean, like, Nick's gonna have to sleep out on the couch tonight. Nick's gonna have to sleep on the. He's gonna be in the doghouse.
I'm in the doghouse, fellas. She really wanted that to be skateboard surfing, and it's just crestfallen.
You're genuinely torn here. I feel
really
bad for you, actually. I do. I genuinely feel bad.
Which one are you singing in your head right now? That should be the answer, and I know which one you're singing in your head because I'm singing it too.
Because skateboard surfing is, like I said, it's a full-on proper classic.
No one's arguing that.
And
which one are you tapping your toe to?
I will just say that I think skateboard surfing can win this whole tournament. To me, it's
it didn't win the last one.
I know, but to me, it's the strongest song of any of the songs in this batch.
Also, vegan man is against the law, whereas skateboard surfing is not against the law.
But if a kid comes up to you and says, "What's a vegan?" Which song are you going to play?
If your niece and nephew come up,
Steve brings up a great point. Bob,
what's a vegan?
Just hold on, I'll get my guitar out.
What do we, look into the colorful balloons behind you and go with your heart. Like, look in the colorful balloons and then, like, see what they say.
There's no wrong answer.
It's buggers. It's skateboard surfing.
Oh, wow. All right.
Surprise me.
Wow. Wow. Tell your ma, tell your pa.
Thank you. I think you made the right choice there, Bob, even though I do love your remix.
Wow. Nick's in the doghouse tonight.
Ooh, that was a tough one, guys. I'm not going to lie.
I just heard a door slam. I just heard...
All right. We're on to round 3. AG's Bicycles versus Bank of Ireland, New York. Now, these are two kind of new jingles. Steve, you're up first with AG's Bicycles. Tell us about it.
So this is not only a toe tapper, but it's got a little bit more of a story behind it. A young kid, Daniel Reluso, was growing up in the North Valley and listened to this commercial just before he went to the All Valley Karate Tournament. And I'll tell you how it ends at the end.
Looking good, getting in shape. Whoa, you're feeling great. AG's bicycle shows you the way. Follow the leader, take control. It's in your soul. Now you're on a roll. Saving money too. AG's bicycle, we bring out the best in you.
Oh, I assume that he won the tournament.
He won the tournament.
Yeah.
Wow, the All Valley tournament?
Underdog got so motivated by that song. It's probably going to be on all your workout tapes, all your workout lists, mixes. It's a great song. It's going to pump you.
Bob, what are your initial thoughts on AG's Bicycles?
A power ballad about a bicycle, really. That speaks to me personally. That's right into my soul.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
All right.
Tough to unseat. Gonna be
All
tough.
right.
But you want to talk power? I think we need to talk about Bank of Ireland of New York. This was sent in by Connor from, I believe, Dublin. Even though it's a New York commercial, this is somehow made its way across the pond. And it's from the days where commercials could be a minute long, and a song could just keep crescendoing and keep getting more and more powerful. And when you think it can't get more powerful, it does. It's Bank of Ireland in New York.
Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York.
There's a bank in New York. It's the brightest around. It shows faith in my future, keeps my feet on the ground. It's the bank for my friends too. Man, it sure made its mark. Irish Bank on Fifth Avenue. Bank of Ireland, New York. New York, New York. New York, New York. Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland in New York. Irish Bank on Fifth Avenue. Bank of Ireland, New York. New York, New York. Bank of Ireland, New York. New York, New York. Bank of Ireland, New York.
Wow, you're drenched
Power.
in sweat, Nick. You're
Power.
drenched in sweat.
I felt it. I feel it in my soul.
Holy cow! Wow. All right, just initial thoughts on Bank of Ireland, Bob. Just
That's it's like forced. That was like Bohemian Rhapsody, like 4 different songs tied together into one epic like rock opera.
That's what I was gonna say. I just felt like we went on a journey with Bank of Ireland, and I don't even remember that playing once on a VCR party, but it should have come back a couple times because I don't know if it's necessarily catchy.
Oh, for me, I'm always in the shower going, Bank of Ireland in New York. Bank of Ireland. That part in particular gets stuck in my head.
That's kind of fun how that's kind of the rhythm, and then the voice comes up.
I feel like if it was a better song, we'd see a lot more Bank of Ireland's and New York's around New York. I don't see any of them.
Yeah.
I will say AG's Bicycle's still around.
Yeah,
Well,
from
that's
that 2006 commercial. Yeah, it's that was a 1979.
Well,
commercial.
and I was gonna say AG's Bicycles. That's my favorite kind of song. It's just the raspy voice, just like you can do it, and then they kind of like tossed in and it's cheap too at the end. Like I love that like little.
But what about it's a bank in New York? I mean, that's raspy too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We have the battle of the rasps, so I feel like the rasps cancel each other out. Both are powerful. Man, I don't know what I would go with here. I think I might be leaning towards Bank of Ireland, actually. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Bank of Ireland. George, what do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't sure until the sort of disco-y breakdown, and that's when the commercial turned into a detective show about a bank that solves crimes. And that's when I knew that Bank of Ireland of New York is my pick. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm sorry.
Bob from Hall, what do you think? Who's our winner?
I agree with what George said. At the very beginning, I was going to say that was like a Bond theme going on there before it kicked in. It's clear winner for me. It's Bank of Ireland.
Wow. Okay. All right. And that was that's an upset because this is Steve's number 2 pick going up against Nick's number 3.
Fairly evenly matched, but yeah.
Yep.
Happy about that. Happy about this round.
Okay. All right. Steve, how do you feel about that? Do you think you made a mistake?
No, I feel like we need to really get judges who understand music. That's right, Bob. Coming after you.
Well, I would like a Bank of Ireland
twice
remix.
in a row.
I would like a James Bond theme mixed with the Bank of Ireland remix. I think that's maybe the place to go.
Okay, so here's where we stand in the tournament. We have one bracket left, and Nick is up 2-1. Jeff Spurs, Steve's number 1 pick, is the only winner so far. Nick's number 3 won, and Nick's number 1 won. Now we got Nick's number 2, Totally Tulip. I don't think it's Tulips, right?
Apostrophe S.
Oh, it's apostrophe S. Yep, got it. All right. Going up against Wet Pets. Is that also apostrophe S?
Yep, always apostrophe.
All right, got it. Okay. So, Nick, why don't you tell us about Totally Tulips?
Yeah, this comes from a tulip paint instructional video. Tulip paints were fabric paints to spruce up your sweatshirts in the 80s and 90s. And for some reason, this instructional video that showed you how to make 3 or 4 different types of patterns opened with a nearly 5-minute epic song called Totally Tulip, all of which we'll hear right now. like the instrumental break. You're trying to learn how to do that to your sweatshirt, but you gotta wait. Still more.
It's just getting you excited about that part.
Make me feel like dancing. Like dancing. Then it becomes a round.
One more time.
Okay, but how do I make sparkly sweatshirts? You got your paint out. You got your plain white sweatshirt out. And
this won't end.
This is the short version. Just wait till we get back to the Totally Tulip part, then we can shut it off.
Come on, everybody on your feet. Everybody up. Everybody now.
Stadium's going.
Put your hands together, everybody. Stand up, everybody. In the back, everybody now.
Okay, George, that's good.
Okay.
I'm exhausted again.
Initial thoughts, Bob.
It's another sound that I absolutely love. I just that 80s sort of shiny pop kind of thing. Absolutely adore it. Yeah. Video, beautiful. I think it starts to wear its welcome out there a little bit with that one.
Interesting point. I did notice the bass line this time. I really focused on the bass line, and it's kind of fun and funky. So
can you give it? Can you give
it was like dum ding dum ding dum ding dum 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 ding. It's kind of fun, and then it changes midway through. Yeah.
Perfect for sampling. Also, is Nick's bass line now.
Next week on VCR Party. All right, Steve, tell us about Wet Pets. You're number 3, so you're up against the ropes right now.
Yes, but which I'm fine. First of all, I'm not going to speak badly about Totally Tulip. I think it's a good song. I think it would be
gracious of you.
Fine to make it to the next round. But I think a lot of it depends on your mood. Like to me, that's like, oh, I'm just going to lazy day around the house and listen to Totally Tulip. But if I want to get out and mix it up, I'm putting on this song.
WETPETS, WETPETS, Wet Pets and Pablo. Only one place where fish and lizards hang out with cats and chinchillas, kick back with hamsters and dogs, parakeets, rabbits, and scorpions. One stop, one shop, we got it all. Any pet you can get and take home. Best pet products and best pet food. Best pet service is Wet Pets for you. WETPETS, WETPETS, Wet Pets and Pablo.
Okay, so just initial thoughts, Bob, on Wet Pets.
It's yeah.
Well, let me tell you what I think. I think that it's important to I like Wet Pets a lot, mostly because of the Scorpions line. Totally Tulips. Both of these songs were in the 2020 tournament. Totally Tulips was, and Wet Pets, they didn't make it out of the first round. So we are going to witness one double loser coming up here. But Totally Tulip, I never want to hear that song again. I've heard it so many times in our shows, and I really want it to go away. And I got to go with Wet Pets because of the Scorpions line. And also, I think in this bracket, I don't think there's any hip-hop. Kemper Burgers got voted out. So there's 0 hip-hop represented in this side of the bracket. So I am 100% putting my full oomph behind Wet Pets. George?
I would have guessed beforehand that I would have gone with Totally Tulip, but I don't know. I think it's I think it's a tie, but I'm gonna give it to Wet Pets, I guess.
Okay, Bob,
I don't envy your choice.
I will just say a lot of people last year thought Totally Tulip should have taken it all because it's the song that's in their head and they tap the toe to.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily want that to be in your head when you're tapping your toe. You're sure you're tapping your toe to it, but you don't want to. Bob,
agree to disagree.
It's another difficult one. It's
And
Wet Pets gets to the point, and again, yeah, Scorpions is a beautiful, beautiful.
I can't
line.
wait to hear Scorpions again. Yeah, we should call. You know what?
Something called chicken soup.
Yeah, chicken soup for the soul, but I think it was like chicken feed for the. It was like George, can you pull that up? Like chicken soup for the soul was a popular, self-help or inspirational like bathroom reading, basically a whole series. It'd be like chicken soup for the NASCAR fan soul. You know, it got very specific, and it looked like chicken soup for the puppy lover's soul. Good eye, Bob. Good eye. I noticed that too on this rewatch.
See, that's how layered. This is layered. This is just like skateboard surfing. Like George discovered that guy falling down in the background, and it might be fun to watch Wet Pets again just to see what we got in the background there. And from now on, I want to start calling Patreon, like Scorpion.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just want everybody to hear and analyze the bass line on the next playthrough of Totally Tulips. So that's my pitch.
Bob, you look to be frozen to me.
I've fallen asleep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. All right.
One sec.
Okay. Well, we can still hear you. So if you want to render your decision, you can. Oh, there you are.
There you
go. Okay.
Okay. These are all being difficult.
This is not an easy thing at all. This is not an easy thing. But that's why we brought you on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think going back to like the first two, I like the sort of raw, clearly done just in a friend's bedroom studio. Right. It's Wet Pets.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Perhaps the Wet Pets break room. They recorded it there.
That is great news. Now, do we want to give Bob the opportunity to go back to skateboard surfing versus vegan man? Change his opinion? Is that no?
Well, yeah.
I think the chat's blowing up right now about Totally Tulip being robbed. But if you can sleep at night, Bob, that's
you know what? I'm gonna sleep so much better knowing I don't have to listen to Totally Tulip.
It'll be back next year.
A double loser. Totally Tulip's a double loser.
Some presidential candidates lose twice, come back and win.
Wow. Okay. So Nick won 2, Steve won 2. We got a tournament going here. Bob, nice work on this. I loved your decisions. I loved your the way
reasonings were all good. They were all sound.
Absolutely. And so, all right, nice work. What are you plugging? The Dead Past. I love your band. The Dead Past.
Yeah, Dead Past. It's actually Dead Past. It's just me. It's just me on my own. But yeah, on YouTube.
You're a bit like Boston.
Instagram.
You're just doing everything on there. That's
absolutely everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, record.
It's on Spotify. You're on Spotify too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slammed it all up there. It's pretty much saturated absolutely everywhere.
I mean, if people like Vegan Man, they're gonna love the Dead Past.
Yeah,
even more.
It's a new song every weekend on my YouTube channel.
Oh, really?
Every Saturday, a brand new song. Like
we'll
just
link
over
to
200.
In this video. Yeah, that's great.
Sure.
200 songs?
Yeah, 202 now. Yeah.
What happens? Like, how do you get inspiration when you're just out of ideas for? Is it mostly pet commercials or?
Pretty much. It's about 30% pet commercials.
Right. Yeah, every time.
But seriously, like, what do you do? Like when you're like, oh God, I need another one this week.
It's because just do it. Because my whole thing, George might understand this, is you just have, if you're not releasing things or anything, you just start a song, you've got it, then you put it over there, and it just doesn't do anything. And I was just doing that over and over again. So it was just like, right, this is set amount of time, start a song, finish it, put it up.
Plant the seed.
That's it.
And it gives you a deadline,
blossom. Too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
okay.
That was the idea.
Well, we're going places this year, Bob. You and me with the Ferret Lax commercial. I'm going to call them up in the next few weeks. I'm going to call them up and then we're going to make it big time. So we got big stuff coming up. So the Dead Past, look it up on Spotify, look it up on YouTube, and PAST, by the way.
And next week the Elite 8 and the Final 4 and the championship.
Are we doing that all in one? I feel like that's going to be a lot.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, I think we can at least do Final Four or Elite Eight.
Why don't we
to
do
Final
Elite
Four.
8 to Final Four, and then we do the championship on VCR Party?
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right.
All
There
right.
we go.
So see you next week. We'll have another special guest judge, Bob from Hull. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Bob.
Great job, Bob.
Thanks.
That's all. That's
Bye-bye.
it.
We'll be right back right after that.
May.